Typically on a bookcase or a cabinet, it's the verticals typically. So what I'll do is I'll cut my veneer an inch longer than I need it. I'll use my square, I'll square an edge, and I'll start it. I can either start it flush or I can overhang it a 1/4 inch at the top. And then one tip I really want to stress is, as you're installing this, pick a side and install it flush to one side. That way you only need to trim one side, not two sides. Half the work, time is money, right? You save that labor from trimming two different sides and sanding and all that stuff. So flush to one side. I typically flush the insides and I worry about the outsides, because a lot of times the outside's going to get hidden. At least in this particular project it will be. So what you do is you set your iron to almost the higher setting, just back off a little bit from the highest setting, and you're going to apply and heat your tape in 4 to 6 inch lengths, keeping your edge flush, that one edge flush. And as you heat it up and it starts to warm up, you go back and forth over it, maybe for 20-30 seconds till it starts to heat up and the tape starts to stick. Then you take your roller or your wood block and you really roll and press it in. You want to really make sure you get good adhesion to the edge of this plywood. You're going to do that all the way down, keeping that edge flush as you go, heating in 6 inch sections and rolling or smoothing with your block. When you get to the end, finish it, and then you can trim your ends, and then you can trim your edge. I suggest laying the piece down on a wood workbench and using a utility knife and trimming from the back side. And it seems to work better by having the veneer backed up by something. If you can't do that, if it's a big bookcase and you have to lay it down, maybe you can lay it down on a piece of plywood on the floor and cut it, or use a block of wood and basically use it as a backer for your knife as you score and work down your project. So that's how